This is a message for when you're feeling a little bit grouchy, maybe more than a little bit grouchy. And maybe along with that, it's this feeling of being a little fed up about something. Now, what if you stopped trying to resist those feelings quite so much? Now, I'm not saying, go zero filter and go outside and be some kind of giant bitch. It's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is consider why you might be feeling that way, why it's this feeling of something is reaching a kind of boiling point and right? What what is that state trying to tell you? Where is it coming from? What has probably happened if you're feeling grouchy and fed up, it's probably that something in your life has gotten a little bit out of balance. And maybe it's been out of balance for quite some time. And maybe you were managing it, you were putting up with it, you were making the best of it, whatever, right? But now it's been out of balance for so long that there's going to have to be a bit of a correction, right? Things need to come back into balance. So, what is that, right? What is that? And then, consider what to do from there. Be careful about lashing out because that's not necessarily going to help you. But imagine if you're kind of fed up with a particular person, they're just getting on your nerves. And you might think, okay, I need to spend less time around them. I need to set my boundaries, etc. All of that might be true, but consider whether maybe it's less about getting away from them and more really put the focus on just having more time to yourself. Like, what is it that you need, right? Try to make this more of like an additive thing rather than a subtractive thing, right? We could try to avoid people and we can try to avoid the things that we're fed up with and avoid the things that are making us grouchy. We might need to do that, but I would really say try putting the focus more on what can you give to yourself? What do you need, right? Do you need more time to yourself? Do you need to do something you really enjoy? Do you just need, what do you need, right? What do you need? You might be surprised to find just how much blowing off some steam can help you get back into balance. Everybody blows off steam differently. So, what is that for you, right? What is that for you? How do you need to blow off some steam? Then you might find when you come back to your life, an hour later or a week later, that suddenly you're a lot less grouchy and you're a lot less fed up. So, I guess what I want to say is if you're feeling grouchy, don't feel bad about that, right? But also don't don't wallow in that grouchiness for any longer than you have to, because that's just unpleasant and eventually it becomes unhealthy, right? So if you're grouchy, go, okay, I'm feeling grouchy. Then what? Then what? Why? What is this feeling trying to tell me? Okay, maybe I need to avoid some of that, but more to the point, what can I focus on? What do I need? What can I give myself? How can I blow off some steam? And then how can I come back to my life in a more balanced way, right? How can I come back to my life in a more balanced way? Because if we're fed up and cranky and grouchy and grumpy, that's a signal that something in our life is out of balance. And by balancing those scales, then we can get back into feeling more like ourselves.